Are you one of those who trades Forex? Well, if you trade EURUSD, USD, pound yen, gold, USDCAD, US oil, or silver, I'm going to go through them today, have them analysis, and give you a trading plan for next week. Doesn't that sound cool? Well, that sounds cool to me. Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future, so don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Don't risk more than 1% per trade. And what I'm going to say today is only for educational purposes and what only my brain sees, and is not as investment advice. So I think we can all start. As you now can see, we have EURUSD in front of us. Well, EURUSD has been one of a kind lately. We have kind of a range, and within that range we have lack of new lows. So this 1700 area is the support. That should be quite evident now, but just said it again, this is support. If it breaks, we're now bearish. Until we're still bullish, okay? So last week you really guys liked my video, so I'm going to try to make it short and simple again. So if I'm going to look for any kind of pullbacks, I want to look at 1850. See, no pivot points, nothing at all, just basically purely price action. Okay, so I set it a bit higher because I don't know how far we're going to go. I want to be more sure that I'm actually getting entry. So weekly, well, that sounds to be good. This central pivot, which and also the M2 is in that area. So this is the area I would like to. What is likely to happen is, if I get my will, I think this is just going to drop with a candle and a wick, not closing, and then pull back up again. So be aware of that. They might just be well off, and that's why I potentially would just put an order there, see how it goes, and if I get entry, good. If I don't, okay, cool. I will wait for the next one. So that's really what I'm looking for, and then up to 120. So 120, cool. And yeah, that's that. That is 150 pips. Cool. 150 pips for you there. And stop loss down below S1 or down here. That is maybe too close, but give and take. Okay, 50 pips, cool. Then that is 1 to 3 to 1 risk reward ratio. Isn't that cool? That's cool. Pound dollar. We have now broken higher. We're still having this line as support because that is previous support. Now, you might want price to come back to 132.5. And I can just take away the pivot points. I don't need them because I still want price to come down here, price action wise. And then the pivot points also confirms it. What is this pivot point things? This is the buy zone. This is the target as a buyer. And I'm only going to look for a buy. And this is also bullish. So there is no sell at the moment. Cool? Cool. So if you're a seller, get out to do something else. Grab some ice cream, grab something to drink, go out with friends, see family, go into a shelter, find somebody to help, give a guy $100 on the streets and see if you can help him, like do charity work, something. If you're a seller on pound dollar this week, nothing to do here. Until it breaks down here at 130, that's a different case. Okay? So stop loss 50 pips below S1 here. Entry back at 132.5 up to 135. Cool. That is 250 pips. Cool. Enjoy. I will do gold and silver at the end, so pound yen. And then I would like to say, okay, pound yen. What is really happening here? Okay, so pullback has already happened on pound yen, and we are moving higher. So that was my entry, and then 142. I didn't notice that on Discord. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, there's an entry here. And then if I don't get that, I will have it at 139.5. So either 140 or 139.5. Cool. And target is 140, 143. So that is 300 pips. Stop loss below here. stop loss below here, depending on which entry. This is stop loss here, that is stop loss here. And then, what else? I don't think there's anything else to do. Just risk not less more than 1% and have a good day. Then we would say, how is the big boys doing? What are they doing really? Well, I looked into it, not much has happened, but what I really want to say is Euro is still rising, which is more than everything else. Dollar was the same kind of, let's see if I can find it. Did it take it away? There it is. So yeah, so US oil very same. New Zealand a bit more bullish, not much, very small change. Not much change in Aussie dollar as well, but a bit more bearish. Japanese yen a bit more bullish. Jap pound a bit more bearish. Silver a bit more bullish. Interesting. So a bit more buyers coming into silver, and then gold. A bit more sellers, but still kind of stagnant. US dollar just as much. So what is really my key point here, what I really wanted to point out was Euro is getting stronger and stronger. And for those who say, oh, it's so too high, we're going to be extreme and we're going to take profit, yet to see. That is yet to be done. I still have 122 as a target for euro dollar. So I will continue. That's how the big boys are doing. Fairly okay, but you might see now this week the volumes come back, so we might see larger change this week. Just saying. Apart from that, cool. What are you, seller? Oh, cool. Then you're in good. Then you're in good. I just marked 2 support lines, straightforward. You're like, Ivan, how can I do that? Well, if you take my support course, I always say look for those lows, and then you just drag it across. And here it is, plan A. Plan A and plan B as a seller. It seems to already got some kind of entry here, and then if it comes back up again to 131.50, take it down to 29.70, 29.50, sorry, cool. And you're cool, you're good. You are amazing. No buyers here, nothing to do here. So purely US dollar weakness. That's what we're looking for. US oil shooting higher, make it a new high, take profit early, side range, came back down. New entry up to 144, give or take. Point being, some of you might have different prices for the take profit for US oil, but basically that's what I have, 144, and then you might have a different one. The other one is for you to be like, Ivan, you went so fast. Well, that's what you guys want me to do. So what is like the fundamental reasons behind me being US dollar bear is the change that the Fed had this week in their policy, where they went from a hard 2% to an average 2% over a medium term. That means we're going to be longer in the stimulus. Stimulus will be longer, maybe more to come. So that's like that spikes a positive life into the market. Okay, and then we'll just send the dollar down. And then I told you I will do silver in the end. Cool. The other part, I will be live tomorrow. It's 19:30 p.m. GMT 2+2, which is 7:30 p.m. in the evening for my time, Paris time. And then I want you to join, come along, have your questions for your pairs that I haven't covered now, and we will have a lot of fun. Okay. So for silver, you might want price to come back to 127.20 and then up to 128.60. What are we thinking here? I don't like this break because it lacks momentum. If it really was a breakout of this structure, it should have been more up. Okay, it should have been more like that and then that. That didn't happen. that makes me worried. So I would dare you say 27.20. If that doesn't happen, that's your plan A and no plan B. Stop loss down here somewhere. And yeah. So I think I said the prices of where you would look into. I don't trade silver myself personally, so it's just for you guys to be out there. For gold, we have, I would say, a new high, but not necessarily. Well, okay, cool. We are now going more bullish again. I don't really feel this one, but yes, you are much welcome to start buying at 1946 or higher, as long as it doesn't go below 1940. Yes, you are kind of okay. But point being, this gold at the moment isn't really, hey, amazing trades. This is the best thing you ever done this year. I still want this to be more bullish because we can still be in this kind of a range. So for me, well, you can start buying again, I guess, but make sure that you are doing so with stop losses and that you can handle the risk in your account and it doesn't blow your account. Don't trade gold if you feel like I'm going to be rich now and I'm going to spend all my money now, right? So coming price down to 1955 to 1948, and then up, and so far first stop is 2007, but we might be higher than that. So just be aware of that. That's the first step. So we might do that. Okay, cool. So I want to be live tomorrow at 19:30 PMT. I want to be live tomorrow at 19:30 GMT +2. That is Paris time and Berlin time, if you want to Google that as well. So I want to be live. You can come here and have a lot of fun. We will go through your pairs, go through what you would want to see for the week, and make trade plans just like here. The other part of gold should have stop loss of 50 pips, and COT, as I said, was, yeah, it was okay. So I want you to succeed. I want you to come tomorrow for my live, and so that we together can make awesome trade plans. Okay? Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Stay safe out there, and I wish you immensely amounts of profits.